They say that good ideas start with coffee, which is why we are so excited to bring you your favorite current entertainment show, Smell the Coffee. My name is Aina Raizakoyo alongside Glenora Shipura. Today is a wholesome Wednesday and we are going to be taking things very, very easy. Hey girl.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm quite well. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You're looking fabulous.
You know, I try. Thank you. Let's talk about some of the most interesting TV shows you've watched on daytime TV, be it Namibia, internationally, whatever.
Could we talk about Tyra Banks' show? I like that.
I used to love
that.
Tyra Banks, yeah.
Yes, and it had like, I know you're a model, so it had like a lot of those elements to it, and it was also a little bit of psychology to it. So there was the fashion sense, the modeling world. I loved it. I really loved it. It was
the
cool.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, yeah. Do you watch Steve Harvey show?
On YouTube?
Yeah, bits on.
I'm a very Wendy Williams type of girl.
Really?
I love Wendy Williams.
You like the tea?
I love the tea. That used to be my favorite. I used to watch Wendy Williams religiously.
Serious?
Every day, even
so
3 times.
You knew the tea.
I am updated with pop culture like that. So I love Wendy. That's like, I would say that was my favorite. I also love Tutaleni.
Yeah.
Tutaleni plays like once a week, but I love, I grew up on that, one of my favorite TV shows. So do you, let's talk about, you know, the transitions that celebrities make. Artists always become TV presenters. You see, I see now, what is this girl's name? This woman's name? Jennifer Hudson has a TV show
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Who else? Do you think that celebrities should be sort of transitioning into daytime television, or do you think they must just stick to, you know, music? If you sing, just sing.
No, but I like that. I like that for them because, you know, like, let's say Kelly Clarkson, she's a musician and now she has her own whatever show, talk show.
Uncle Waffles have a show on BBC.
Uncle Waffles has a show?
Uncle Waffles have a show.
I didn't know about that. But it speaks to us as, because you don't want to just be, you want to be an artist. You want to express yourself in different ways. You want to try out new things. I like it for them. That's good. Yeah. What do you think?
And as a presenter, how do you feel about your jobs going to artists who are already talented, who are already making money from artistry, and then now also presenting?
I'm like, oh, stay in your lane. I'm kidding.
Awesome stuff. We are still running a competition. Please do remember that NTV turns 1 on the 8th of February. The details are popping up on your screen. Would like to give a special thank you to GoTV Namibia, DSTV Namibia, as well as the Foschini Group for all the amazing prizes that they will be giving away. Now, we will be right back shortly after the break. Stay with us.
Now this is still Smell the Coffee. Let's get into your top stories. actor Alec Baldwin was distracted talking to family members on his mobile phone during training on how to operate the prop gun. Robert Chilling, a special investigator for the District Attorney's Office, wrote in a statement of a probable cause filed with manslaughter charges. Now, Alec Baldwin fatally shot a cinematographer on while they were shooting a film called Rust. He's the main lead actor there. And now there's alleges that he did not follow safety protocols. I mean, I think that's a big deal.
When is this investigation being concluded?
They have gone to trial, or they are about to go to trial. I'm not so sure on the ins and outs of it. But, yeah.
But there are always two sides to a story. You know, it's a she said, he said type of situation all the time, especially when it's in court. This lawyer is saying X, the other lawyer is saying Y, and until really the case is concluded, we cannot say he's guilty until he's proven.
Yes, I hear that, but in any case, you have acted before, I've acted. We have been in the acting industry. If I have to wave a knife at you, I need to make sure it's a prop gun. I mean, it's a prop knife.
Why were they having a real gun on set?
Apparently, some actors prefer a real gun.
Why?
Because it feels
real.
Yes. I'm not so sure.
So he's one of the actors that prefer a real gun.
But he claims that when he was given the gun, he was told it's not live, meaning there's no ammunition in it.
It's not loaded.
It's not loaded, yes.
I mean, I think it's irresponsible for you to take someone's word for it, but I think it's also human. Because if me and you work together and you tell me there's nothing in that cup, I will take your word for it because I know you for a long time. Why would you?
Yes, I hear that, but also there's also elements of neglect on the set.
Yes, I understand.
He was on the phone while he was going through safety protocols. I'm sure there's a protocol into firing.
Maybe he already read the safety protocols at home. And because you receive these things, you
get training.
You received the script before, and then you went over it. You went over your safety protocols. Now you're on set. You have a family emergency. You are attending to one thing. But also, there are people who bring these props on set, stage managers.
Yes,
the
armorer is also charged.
Yes, the armorer is there. They tell you
she's also
it's not
charged
loaded.
As well. With I think the same charge that he got as well. But they could be facing up to 18 months in jail.
For manslaughter?
For manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter.
Okay, involuntary.
Yeah, so I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if that's fair. You know,
but it's involuntary, Mons.
I get it. And then a $5,000 fine.
Like, he did not know it was loaded until he shot. He was told it was
But there was
loaded.
Neglect. There was
neglect.
Neglect is a big deal. If there's guns on sets, or even in a house, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be, there needs to be safety protocols around some of these things.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we move over to some good news. On this beautiful Wednesday, we announced that you can watch the entire season 2 of The Third Wheel, which is a proudly Namibian series on One Africa. And Glenora Shipura is one of the faces on this series. Quickly wrap up your experience for us and what The Third Wheel is all about.
So The Third Wheel was like, I don't want to say it was my first major series that I did. But it was the first like that. We were on DSTV. We were on
Zambezi Magic. Yeah.
So
now you're on One Africa. So hopefully on NTV Next.
I know, right? Hopefully on NTV Next. So that was really amazing. And I not only acted in it, I was also the scriptwriter for season 2, 3, 4.
So we are saying lunch is on you because now you have royalties money.
Ah, yes. But it's still a small industry.
Yeah, so it's a small industry.
Royalties are not as they should be. Yeah, but it was a fun project to work on, and you saw it grow. Because the first season, I think they shot it, the full season, with so many actors and so many scenes and a lot of going on for it, with like just 100,000 or less than 100,000. That's really, yes, that's really nothing for filmmaking, in the filmmaking industry, and to shoot 13 episodes on that budget and make it work to the point where we could go to 4 seasons. And even when we started out, we didn't have like a payment. You know, they had to first sell it, and then they're like, okay, now we can. So it was really a passion project that grew, and then I got to be part of it. I was the writer on it, and I learned so much from it. So I'm really very proud of it, and it's really a good story.
No, we are proud of you. We will be watching.
You'll be watching, yeah? All right. Now, getting into our next story, which is quite interesting. The Western Canadian province of British Columbia on Tuesday began a 3-year pilot program to stop prosecuting people for carrying small amounts of heroin, meth, ecstasy, or crack cocaine as part of an effort to fight a drug overdose crisis.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, this is, I don't know, maybe progressive.
It's a bold move.
It's a bold move.
It's very bold.
So I can have bigger amounts at home or in my factory and just carry smaller amounts around.
Yeah, I think
I will not be
their
taken
beef
to
is
jail.
with the drug dealers and not with the users. I think that's the idea behind it, because the user is an addict and the drug dealer is exploiting that.
Yeah.
So if I find you who's a user, you obviously won't have like, you know, a lot of, So I can take you to therapy or whatever, get you help, the necessary help, because you're an addict.
Yeah.
So that's a interesting way to handle it.
Talk about, you know, finding the root cause of something and dealing with the root cause.
Yes, exactly. Because the cause, I mean, if there are no more addicts, do the drug dealers have business?
Yeah, they don't actually. Awesome. Now we move over to our next story. After more than 20 years on air, Dr. Phil, hosted by Phil McGraw, is coming to an end. Find out what Now, Dr. Phil says goodbye when its current season comes to a close later this year, E-News confirms. Now, I have been blessed with over 25 wonderful years in daytime television, Dr. Phil said in a statement on the 31st of January. With this show, we have helped thousands of guests and millions of viewers through everything from addiction, marriage, to mental wellness and raising children. This has been an incredible chapter of my life and career, but while moving on from daytime, there is so much I wish to do. Dr. Phil, signing out.
Can I admit that I have some serious beef with Dr. Phil?
Why?
The fact that he's not licensed and his show is around psychology.
No, he never said I am a psychologist.
Yes.
He never said this
Legally
is a
speaking, he's allowed
psychology
to do
show.
it. Legally speaking, he's allowed to do it. But morally speaking,
What do you mean morally?
what do you have people with traumas, addictions, and you are not licensed to?
No, the people are coming to a TV show for entertainment purposes to
So they're not
share
trying to
their.
heal.
It's a documentation
But
of
the
stories.
show's premise is around healing.
Yes.
Or
when you come to the show, perhaps I would say something that could heal you. It's a 2-in-1. It's a blessing.
you're unprofessional.
How? But you are not coming to look for unprofessional advice from me.
I'm just saying.
For professional advice,
if you're not licensed, how are you? Maybe even your contact. Like, let's say I went through certain traumas. So somebody who practices would know. Maybe I don't say this to Aina because she has so and so going on for her. But if this is a show, are we not exploiting your trauma and your pain for ratings?
No, we did not say come to the show.
Yeah.
We put out a call and say, those of you who want to come and share your story, come and share your stories. And in the process, we will give you advice that you can decide whether to take or dispute.
So you are not worried that I might be exploiting your pain?
It's up to you. If you think your pain is going to be exploited, then don't go. It's a free call for free will. I love him.
Kudos to him.
Kudos to him. I think he did a great job.
And he made a big name for himself.
And he made money.
He really made a big name for himself.
Those stories that he has been documenting.
I was quite surprised. He's 70. How old? 75?
Wow. When did he come to daytime television? 25 years ago.
Yeah, 2000 and no. No, it's not. Was it in the 90s or was it in the 2000s?
Probably somewhere there.
Probably somewhere there. But yeah, he's been around. I grew up watching him, so that's why I'm like, yeah.
So now you are saying I cannot start a mental health show because
Yes.
I'm not a clinical psychologist.
What experience do you have? It's like me starting to give becoming a coach or something, a
So
trainer.
you,
just
when you
because I
go to
to
your
the
family
gym.
members and ask for advice, you don't take it
And we
because
just-
it's not professional advice. Speaking of which, moving over to our next segment, Yolanda Nell continues the talk with Rolf Hansen of the Cancer Association ahead of the International Cancer Awareness Month. This after the break. Stay with us.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show bringing the latest hits, fashion, and entertainment news. Chill aims at reaching all entertainers, youth, and artistic fans. Catch Chill on NTV, 1up2.com, the Namibian Sun, Chill, and Namibia Media Holdings platform. Chill focuses on countdown of the latest hits, fashion trends, celebrity interviews, and more. To share your music-related news, products, and services, contact Chill at synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we are joined with the Cancer Association. We are talking to Rolf and with Gerhardus. Thank you for joining us in the studio.
Always a pleasure being here.
When we talk about cancer, yes, there are stories of hope, but generally it's very emotionally heavy. How do you work to not take all that emotion onto yourself?
So I think from a management point of view, we try to buffer the rest of the team a lot. But we try to engage, we try to speak, and we have debriefing sessions as well. We have got an in-house counselor, Talma, who comes and speaks. And if you are truly overwhelmed, especially our Circle of Hope team and the psychosocial support team, they have a really daunting task. We are 3 people in the country, Sister Rachel Tredeker, Talma and I, who actually go out and prepare the family and the patient when the cancer treatment is not successful and death is the only outcome. So we prepare with the pre-grieving and everything. That is, I think, the sad part of our job, especially when we lose the children, our babies. And we have to debrief, and I think this is something that we all have to recognize, that because you have been born, you must die. But it's a matter of how we pass on from this stage to the next. It's the journey. And if we can help them, it is so important. And yeah, I think this is where you're heading towards. This is also why it is important that we establish a palliative care center as Cancer Association. It's a big project and it's a big plan for this year. It's all because of you, Namibia, supporting us that we can do this. And the whole team is involved with design and fundraising. Gerhardus has the daunting responsibility of finding the donors and the funds and doing the events and everything. But the reality is that we need to look at cancer from the beginning till the end. It is not just about awareness creation. It's about the detection, the early detection. It's about the diagnosis. It's about the treatment. It's about the support, the care. Us as team, you even who are engaged with us so often, we deal with hope, yes, but we also deal with a lot of sadness, frustration, anger, and then death, yes. So we hope that this year will open a lot of doors to support our patients, to support our community. But yes, sometimes if you do pick up the phone and you phone us and we're not the chirpiest and happiest like myself this morning, we do have off days as well.
But that's human.
Yeah.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined with Rolf Hansen and Gerhardus from the Cancer Association, and it is in the run-up to World Cancer Awareness Day that's taking place on the 4th of February. Rolf, you mentioned that palliative care is a real possibility for Namibia this year. Tell us about this project.
So I think as part of the long-term plan and the vision that we've had as Cancer Association, the strategic vision has been to look at the whole cancer care continuum. It starts with the awareness and education around the disease, and then the National Cancer Program was established in August 2015 because I saw there was a great need to be out in the field and to be in the regions. Now you've got education, awareness, you've got screening and detection, and then the treatment starts. You've got the support through our interim homes, you've got the support through our patient financial assistance program. But the reality is that in some instances, people do not make it. We generally speak of palliative care from the moment of diagnosis. So palliative care, palliation starts from the moment of diagnosis, and then it's pain management, psychosocial care and support all the way through. Sometimes, and especially the case of breast cancer, the surgery is rather emotionally stirring, it is scarring, and very often we found that the patient feels a bit confined and also a bit reluctant to go home because it's a very big wound, it's a scary wound, and the breast drainage pump is a difficult one to clean, so family members are often a bit scared on how to do it. And then, as I said, sometimes the end-of-life procedure is a very difficult one. So we found that, especially with state patients, they have nowhere to go. Smaller and confined families who are not used to death, they're a bit afraid. Yeah. So the palliative care center is all about creating a safe space, a good environment, a caring and loving environment where our patients can either recover, rehabilitate, or the end-of-life process comes to pass. And I'm very proud to say that we have worked very hard towards this. We've sold lots and lots of apples through the years, millions and millions of apples. And because of your generous donations, Namibia, we have acquired the property. The construction work is kicking off in March this year. And hopefully by the end of 2023, the first palliative care center in Namibia will officially open its doors.
I know we've been talking about it for a while, and to know it's finally happening, we will be able to see this project really come to life this year is fantastic.
It's amazing. It's been a lot of stress and a lot of training and capacity building, but it's been a brilliant journey, and I'm very excited. We've got Dr. Bertha Simasiku from Dr. A.B. May Cancer Care Center at Windhoek Central Hospital, whom we are paying to do the specialization in palliative care. And then our own sister Aina Gitongo will be a palliative care specialized nurse after this whole training this year. So we have capacitated, we've got the property, we've got doctors involved, specialists involved. And I think, yeah, it's a brilliant chapter, the first of a very sensitive but very important chapter that is being unfolded.
I'm a resident of Umusia village. Actually, Omadia in Umusia, yeah. We actually gathered in here regarding the dumping site that is actually has been put amongst the residents, amongst the people. Now, this dump site is actually a problem, a very big problem, because people are citing that the hospital dumpings are sometimes also being dumped here, and then a lot of flies and everything else, and you can actually not do anything at your house, because at your homestead, because flies are all over. It's like you're eating with flies, and it's all over flies and flies and flies. So it's actually a very, very big health risk for everyone to everyone. the meeting, the people that are conducting the meeting were saying they only invited 5 people, which I actually disagree with, because it's not only 5 people that are actually affected by this dumping site. It's the whole village is affected. I don't know why they only citing. And we did not actually conclude anything here, because it turned out to be politics actually, because each one is like pointing the finger at the other one, because some of the councillors are saying no, they are new, they don't know about anything, because meetings have been held before regarding, as far as 2018, regarding this dumping site, but some gentleman that was here said no, he just started after 2018, so it's...
Now, that was a resident of Ahmadiyya village at Omuthia who says that the dumping site is a serious health concern and is disappointed in the fact that the town council ignores their plea to find a solution for the dumping site that brings flies to their homesteads.
I definitely do hope that they do find a solution, you know, because cleanliness and hygiene
it's
a big deal. It's important for us, you know, to
especially
take
in COVID times.
Yeah, to take care of our health. Now, and on that note, we've come to the end of today's show. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. From all of us here in studio, it's adios.